Calling it a SaaS apocalypse is a little extreme, but something is definitely shifting right now. AI has made it so easy to build custom software that people are starting to wonder whether they even need to buy someone else's software anymore. And honestly, the data backs us up. We surveyed over 118 people for the 2026 Build versus Buy report, and 34% of them have at least replaced one SaaS tool with a custom built one. Well, this doesn't mean that every enterprise is going to rip out Salesforce. No, your core systems are not going anywhere, but teams are getting fed up with all the expensive, bloated tools that sit on top of their systems that sort of kind of do what they needed to do. So here are the types of tools they're replacing. Number 1, workflow automation tools. Listen, these tools work until they don't. As automation gets more complex, teams hit platform limits, or they start building workaround, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. An example that comes to mind is ClickUp. They ran into this exact same issue, and then they realized that they could build it themselves, and they ended up saving $200K a year in automation software alone. If you want to learn about their testimony, I'll link it here. Number 2, internal admin and operational tools. Every company accumulates these, from user management, vendor onboarding, refunds, or content moderation. You end up building a very generic workflow until you start getting more specific, and that is when you either bend to the tool or just build it yourself. Admin tools at the end of the day are the most practical to be replaced because they're very high use, low complexity, and you just need to connect it to the right data as well as ensuring the right rules. Number 3, business intelligence and reporting dashboards. First, you have the strategic BI, which are the deep analytics stuff that your data team works on. Then you have the operational BI, which is more of the data that you use on a daily basis and you want people to access. The second one, it is ripe for replacement. As you know, most tools charge per view, and so when adoption picks up, also the cost. And you don't want to be wrongly incentivized just because people want to access data. 4, CRM and sales tools. CRMs are one of the most over-licensed category of software. Teams build custom tools on top of their CRM, like deal review dashboards or commission calculators. Again, so the CRM will stay on the system, and then these custom tools will start giving it capabilities that it was never originally designed for them. Number 5, form builders, intake tools, and approval systems. The pattern has always been the same. You buy a form builder, then you have a separate one for approvals, and then you use the third one in order to have an automation platform, so it stitches them all together. That is 3 subscriptions. 3 for what essentially could be one workflow. Custom-built intake tools allow you to collapse all of that into one app. You can capture input, validate it, route it to the right person, the right approver in this case, and then trigger whatever comes next. Number 6, project tracking and coordination tools. This one might surprise you a bit because they're literally everywhere. Now, it's not Jira or Linear going away, it's the one that non-engineering teams are adapting so they can track their work. That is Asana for marketing teams trying to track their campaigns. That is finance teams using Monday in order to track the deals ending in their month. Or it could be an ops team trying to implement their project in a software sprint. The tools technically work, but you spend more time just doing the setup so it actually matches your team's expectations or how you're supposed to be tracking it, rather than building a custom tracker so it exactly matches how you're working rather than fitting into someone else's framework. This is the last one, number 7, customer support and service tools. So same story as CRMs. Nobody's looking to replace their main ticketing system. However, people are building specific tools and workflows in order to handle what the platform wasn't designed for. An example that comes to mind, internal help desk, where IT might need to triage employee requests, but buying a full-facing customer support platform for internal use is expensive and an overkill. So a great example of this is actually Harmonic, where they came to Retool looking to build a custom management software, and then now they have over 33 internal tools. So whenever somebody proposes new software, they ask, why can't we just build this? Hopefully, this gives you a good overview of what this data is actually showing. But if you're curious and want to dig deeper, then go check out Retool's 2026 Build versus Buy report. We'll link it down below. Now, were any of these surprising to you? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.